WSAV is your local election headquarters. The campaigning continues in the Georgia Senate race.
And we are taking a look tonight at what you need to know ahead of next month's runoff. Chuck Williams has the story.
Some of the luster is off the Georgia runoff because unlike 2021, it will not determine control of the U.S. Senate. But don't tell that to one Republican Florida senator who's spending a lot of time trying to persuade Georgia voters.
Well, first off, it'd be nice to have a majority, but we have to win this seat because we're going to have election in 2 years, and you don't know how many seats we're going to be able to win there. So we have to win now here.
Democratic strategist Theron Johnson says there is an urgency for Democrats, but for another reason.
We didn't like that defeat that we suffered just a week ago. We had not one Democrat on the statewide ballot win. We have a Democrat in the runoff. And so I think Democrats are definitely more motivated than ever to go back to the polls to make sure that we begin the process of getting ready for 2024.
Republican strategist Brian Robinson estimates that somewhere between $50 million and $100 million total could be spent by both sides. That's on top of more than $250 million already spent.
A runoff is going to favor the operation that can quickly raise the most money and pour that into a ground and messaging operation in a very large electorate. It's going to take a lot of money to be effective here. And it's going to be more of a challenge to raise money in this atmosphere because it looks like control of the Senate is already determined.
It's going to take a get out the vote operation. Republicans will be using parts of the machine built by Governor Brian Kemp, the leading vote getter in last week's election. Democrats will be counting on the grassroots operation that propelled Warnock and Senator John Ossoff to runoff wins 2 years ago.
It's going to be an all hands on deck proposition. Democrats are going to be working through all of our avenues to encourage people, to push, pull, and drag people to go to the polls to vote for Senator Warnock.
You can keep up with the latest on the Senate runoff and find polling information for Election Day at WSAV.com/yourlocalelection HQ.